Hello everyone, myself Navin Kher from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. Welcome to video on mission reference model. Let us know what is the meaning of r- mission reference model. It is defined as interface between the level of abstraction which I'd say implementation details. Visualization technique actually replace one of the layer and intercept the calls that are directly towards it. When an execution environment is virtualized at the unlike level of a stack of a computation, then it requires a reference model which defines the interface within the layer of abstraction, and this level of abstractions hides the details of implementation. This project an idea that virtualize techniques and substitute any one layer and can intercept the calls which are directed to it. That is why a clear separation within the layer can be simplified. Their implementations which only need an emulation of the interface and a proper responses within the underlying layer. At the base layer, the module of an hardware is declared or manifest at the terms of an architecture, that is instruction set architecture, that is ISA. This is the structure of a mission reference module. Let us go on deep with one by one. What are all the components present in the mission reference model? The first one is AIP, and next one is AIB, and the last one is ISA. These are all the main components of mission reference module. Let us move on to the one by one in the deep. Instruction set architecture, that is ISA. ISA is nothing but defines the instruction set for the processor, register, memory, and interrupt management. It is an interface between the software and hardware. It is a mandatory for the operating system developer. I system ISA developer of application which directly manage the core hardware user ISA. The operating system layer is separated by the application binary interfaces from the application and the library which are managed by the operating system. Let us move on to the next one, that is ABA, application binary interface. It covers a facts such as a low level data type and call a convention, and it is also defines a format for many programs. Mainly system calls are defined at this level. Moreover, the systems of interface enables probability of a various applications and library across operating system which employ the same ABI, that is application binary interfaces. Next we move on to the application programming interface, that is AIP. It is represented by the highest level of the abstraction. This AIP interface applications of to library and or the core of OS, that is operating system. For an action is to be performed in the application level API, ABI, and the two which are responsible to make it done. Mainly CPU runs on two privilege levels. Let us know that. No, that ISA instruction set architecture, it is divided into two security classes, that is privileged instructions and the non-privileged instructions. Let us move on to the next. Let us know what does a user mode and a kernel mode, how it works in the mission reference model. In user mode, the memory access restriction up to some limited, whereas access to peripheral is denied. In kernel mode, the CPU has the instruction which is able to access, and it is also instruction which enable access of peripheral like disk and a network cards from one running program to another running program. CPU switches automatically. The expansion and applications of a computing systems are simplified by this layer approaches. Applications of a multitasking or coexistence of a multi-execution is simplified with this layer approaches. These are the layer approaches. That is, there are four layer approaches: ring 0, ring 1, ring 2, and ring 3. The ring 3 is known as the least privilege, that is user mode. Ring 2, ring 1, ring 0 is known as the privileged mode. Also, ring 0 as another name, that is most privileged, that is supervision mode. Let us move on to the deep what this structure mean, what are the privileges and non-privileges, and most privileges, least privileges. The first can be made with a privileged and non-privileged instruction. Those instructions which can be used within interrupting with another task are known as the non-privileged instructions. They are also called so because shared resources are not accessed. Example containing all fixed point, floating and arithmetic instructions, the instructions which can execute under particular instructions and which are frequently used for the sensitive operations which expose behavior sensitive, modify a control sensitive are known as a privileged one. In this one, now let us move on to this